In conversations about our current cultural and political moment, it is not uncommon to hear references to George Orwell's 1984. The novel, with its depiction of a dystopian society dominated by surveillance, censorship, and authoritarian control, has become a shorthand for describing a wide range of modern concerns. From the omnipresence of surveillance technology to the spread of disinformation and the erosion of privacy, many people see parallels between Orwell's imagined future and our reality. For instance, the proliferation of security cameras and data collection by corporations and governments has been likened to the ever watchful gaze of Big Brother. Similarly, the term newspeak is often invoked when discussing the manipulation of language in political discourse. These comparisons suggest that Orwell's vision has become a critical lens through which we understand our time. However, cultural critic Neil Postman offered a different perspective in his 1985 book, Amusing Ourselves to Death. Postman argued that while Orwell feared a world where people were controlled by pain and oppression, a more accurate analogy for modern society might be Aldous Huxley's Brave New World. In contrast to Orwell's vision, Huxley imagined a future where people are controlled by pleasure, distraction, and the trivialization of meaningful discourse. Postman suggested that our culture was not being subjugated by overt oppression, but by our own immersion in entertainment and superficial distractions. He pointed to the dominance of television and other media that prioritize spectacle over substance as evidence that we are amusing ourselves into passivity. Postman's critique resonates in today's era of digital media and social networking. Consider the ways in which algorithms on platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube are designed to keep users engaged, often through content that prioritizes emotional appeal over depth. News and political discussions are frequently reduced to bite sized, sensationalized headlines that compete for attention rather than fostering thoughtful debate. In Postman's view, these trends align more closely with Huxley's fears than Orwell's. Consider the ways in which algorithms on platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube are designed to keep users engaged, often through content that prioritizes emotional appeal over depth. Despite the enduring relevance of Postman's arguments, his work has not been without criticism. Some scholars have pointed out that Postman's analysis oversimplifies complex media landscapes. They argue that the interplay between entertainment and serious discourse is more nuanced than Postman's dichotomy suggests. Others have noted that his emphasis on television and mass media has not fully accounted for the ways in which digital and participatory media have transformed communication. Furthermore, critics contend that Postman's framing of society as passive and distracted may underestimate the capacity for critical engagement and activism that new media can facilitate. Still, Postman's insights remain worth considering, particularly when examining our cultural obsession with Orwell's 1984. The tendency to frame modern issues exclusively through the lens of Orwell's dystopia could, in some ways, support Postman's argument. By focusing on overt threats to freedom, such as surveillance and censorship, we may overlook the subtler, Huxleyan dynamics of distraction and trivialization that shape contemporary life. Ultimately, both Orwell's and Postman's perspectives offer valuable frameworks for understanding our moment in time. While Orwell provides a powerful critique of authoritarianism, Postman's analysis of entertainment and distraction challenges us to consider whether we are undermining our ability to engage with the world meaningfully. Reflecting on both perspectives, it becomes clear that the true challenge lies in recognizing and addressing the diverse ways in which power and control manifest in our culture. What do you think? Do our modern challenges align more with Orwell's or Postman's concerns, or perhaps both? Thanks for watching.